Josh?
The only thing I'm a bit concerned about is the age of the two, like, main people, because if it's our age group, it might look a bit, like, cliche, and, like, especially with, like, the convertible, it might look a bit weird, so you might just need to think about that, but it's really good.
I know Max said animals are really bad, but I think if you could have a snake, that would make it really, really cool, and it would tie in with the whole theme.
I think it's a really, really good idea. I actually really, really like it. The only thing is the same with Ashens, is if you're going to do it in a club, just everything that we said before with the amount of people and things that might be a concern.
Anyone else want to go?
I thought it was a really cool idea, and I really like the narrative kind of thing that goes with it, so it actually has like meaning. Yeah, I really liked it. I really like the costumes and the narrative again, and like the whole video concept. I was just wondering, where are you going to get a convertible from?
To be fair, it's her we're done.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably like 4 parked up there right now. So that's the one thing we have. You don't have to worry about that. Where would you get like a Ford Escort from? Probably even more harder in this place. Yeah, is everyone good? Okay,
I've got one.
Go on, Ollie.
I'm just thinking, like, the location might be hard to find if you haven't already got it sorted out. Because, like, sort of the car park and, like, all that sort of stuff. And also, it's quite a lot of shoot a day.
Cool. Nice. All right. Pretty much everything what everyone else has said at this point, I agree exactly as George said as well. Like the club stuff, hard to pull off, and everything else. And that's something to think about. The age group of who you'd be going for would have to be older, might be problematic. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's hard because I'm like, again, you've got moments that are absolutely excellent, and then other parts. Putting the panties, as you said it, in the convertible and everything else. Like, it feels like the Shaggy It Wasn't Me video, do you know what I mean? And I can't see how you could shoot that in a way that would be original without it looking a bit cheesy. And it's like, it is cheesy, and it's a 90s homage, but I don't feel like you have to go that way and go cheesy. Her clothing, the way she's performing and everything else, I really, really like. And then, I know I said not to use a snake, and Matt and Luke would instantly go, no, no, no. But if you could find a way and actually, you know, you can afford with your group and it's something that you would investigate into and you could get one, then that would be something interesting. And in my head, I'm like, well, take away the whole, like, the narrative doesn't have to be a story of her going to get him. It can just be a couple being volatile with each other. You don't have to make it realistic. It can be abstract. And I've got this thing in my head, don't know why I can't get away from it, but of a club atmosphere, but not a club with people in, like a club at the end of the night with glasses and crap, and then just seeing the snake going through it all and everything else, and her in there, and seeing the snake going, you know, like over, not real, but over broken glass, and like on the dance floor, and just shooting this snake. But again, your video relies heavily on an animal, and you can't control an animal, and it's coursework. Even if you can get one, it's not going to be trained. It's not necessarily going to do what you want it to do. You know, there's a lot of, it would be great if you could, but then you have to look at the realism, and you have to plan for the worst and hope for the best. Planning for the worst, you're going to get things either going to go so quickly you won't be able to do anything with it, or it's just going to lay there and do nothing. You're going to be like, yeah, sexy, it's not. It's just, it looks like a rubber hose. So the costumes are good, the couple and everything else. Again, there's moments you've really thought about the costumes, you've really thought about that. I like the way she's interacting, the lighting is clear. I don't think it needs to be as obviously narrative based. I think you could be more abstract with it, like in a fight, in an argument. And the animal thing is difficult. I would say whether it's too difficult to proceed, I don't know, but whether it might be worth looking into it and then letting that decide if that shapes your idea. If that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Again, same with Ashen. You've got some good ideas for this one, some good ideas for that, nothing concrete. Something that you might want to consider two together. The snake and her performance and everything else, like you can, there's enough there that you could put it in quite nicely, I feel like, together. But yeah, good job. Thank you very much.